Hallo, vandag ons sal direkte en indirekte rede vir jou verduidelik. Ons sal die reëls verduidelik en leer jou hoe om dit te doen. Direkte rede is die manier om spraak in die gerapporteerde vorm te verander. Indirekte rede is verander dit van gerapporteerde toespraak na direkte vorm. In English, directe rede is how one changes direct speech to reported speech. And direkte rede is changing reported speech to direct form. My maat sal nou die reëls verduidelik. Dankie vir jou tyd.
Direkte rede is die rapportering van toespraak deur die werklike woorde van 'n spreker te herhaal. Direct speech is defined as the reporting of speech by repeating the actual words of a speaker. Hier is die algemene reëls vir direkte rede. Hier is 'n voorbeeld. Piet sê, ek het 'n groot hond. What is different about this sentence compared to a normal sentence? Here are the rules. You first write down the person who is speaking. In this case, it's Piet. Then after that, you write down the action that the person is doing. He's usually either speaking or asking, sê or vra. Piet is speaking, so Piet sê. Then you put a colon after the action, indicated here. You put all the words spoken by the speaker, that's Piet, in quotation marks. Hier is 'n ander voorbeeld. Jordan vra wanneer sal Piet Jan en Piet speel. When a sentence is a question word, add a question mark after the spoken words. The rest of the rules are the same as the previous example.
The general rules for indirekte rede is that the sentence is put in the third person, and so the pronouns must change accordingly. For instance, ek would change to he or say, I would change to he or she, or ons, which means we, would change, us or we would change to hulle, which means they. Another rule is that verbs always go to the end of the sentence, and helping verbs always go to the second last position. And to avoid any confusion in those two statements regarding the word het always goes to the last position, and in the ontkennende form, nie will always be at the end of the sentence.
Hallo, vandag ek sal stelsinne vir jou verduidelik. Let's use this sentence for example. Darren sê, ek het te veel huiswerk. Okay, so what we'll do is start with Darren sê and take away the semicolon and the quotation marks, just like you would do in English. Then you add dat, which you'll always do when working with stelsinne. You now have to change the pronoun of the sentence, ek, to he, so that it is in third person. You would also do this in English. After that, you will move the verb, which is het, to the end. You should have a sentence which reads, Darren sê dat hy te veel huiswerk het.
In meeste situasies wil het 'n sin dat het 'n vraag word. As 'n voorbeeld, kom ons gebruik die sin. Mariaan vra, wanneer sal die toesluit eindig? In hierdie geval, die sin baie verander nie wanneer 'n indirekte spraak nie. En dit word, Mariaan vra, wanneer die toesluit sal eindig. Daar is 'n algemene uitsondering wanneer jy het 'n sin sonder 'n vraagwoord. Saam in die sin, die man vra, is ek betyds vir die trein? Jy moet voeg die woord of en die sin sal word. Die man vra, of hy betyds vir die trein is. En onthou, in albei gevalle die normale reëls vir indirekte vraagsinne toepas. En moenie vergeet jou vraagteken by die einde van die sin.